Thank you to Jed North Yoga for sponsoring this video. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to your 30 days of morning yoga. I'm Jacqui and it's day 21 with a nice full body flow. So come onto the mat into your child's pose. Knees wide, big toes together. Sit your hips back and walk your hands forward. Draw your belly, your chest and your forehead down to the mat. And resting your elbows down if you can. Closing your eyes and just taking a few moments here to settle into your mat this morning. Taking a deep breath in through your nose and slowly out through your nose. In through your nose and out. I invite you today to really feel into your practice. Try not to overthink too much or get into your head too much. Just really feeling into your body and letting all distractions around you to fade into the background. On the next breath, lift your head up, come onto all fours. Bring your knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders, starting with a few rounds of cat and cow, but starting the movement from the tucking and arching of the pelvis. So tucking the pelvis under, let this movement ripple up through your spine, and the last thing to come down is your chin. Breathing in, lift your tailbone up to the sky. Again, let that movement ripple through your spine. The last thing to come up is your head. Breathing out, tucking under, curling, breathing in, lifting, and arching, opening the chest. Maybe moving a tiny bit faster now. Making this movement as fluid as you can. Maybe even closing your eyes so you're really feeling into the movement rather than thinking about it. Keep this action going. It's going to help us later on with something that we do. And then on the next tuck under of the pelvis, shift the weight forward over the hands. As you arch the pelvis, lift it and rock back. Coming forward and back. Movement starting from your pelvis. Again, closing your eyes, feeling into this movement. One more here. And then coming all the way to sit back onto the heels of your feet, stretching the arms forward, looking forward to the top of your mat, and then breathing in, curling through the spine, rolling all the way forward. Lower yourself down gently onto your mat. Breathing in, press the tops of the feet down, roll the shoulders back, lift up through the chest for a baby cobra. Breathing out, forehead comes back down. Push yourself back, child's pose. Sitting all the way down. Breathing in, rolling through your cat pose, coming forward, lowering down. Breathing in, open up through your chest. And breathing out, push back. One more time. Breathing in, coming forward, lowering down, elbows close to the sides of your body. Breathing in, opening through your chest. And breathing out, ending in child's pose. One breath here. On the next breath, lifting up your head, coming onto all fours, tucking your toes under, lifting the hips up for downward facing dog. Little moment here just to walk out your feet. Stretching through the backs of your legs. And then trying to take these spinal rolls in this position. So you're starting by lifting the heels up, curling the lower back under, That movement ripples through the spine as you shift the weight forward over your hands. Keep your chin tucked until the very last moment. And then bend the knees. They don't touch the mat. Look forward. Arch through your spine. Push yourself back onto your feet. Lift the hips up. Drop the heels down in downward facing dog. That's your movement, so give it a go. Lifting the heels up. Tucking the pelvis under. Shifting the weight forward over your hands. Grip the fingers. Bend the knees. Open up. Rock back. Try to make this movement as fluid as you can. It's a bit tricky to get the first few times, so don't worry if it's not happening today. Maybe it's something you can practice later on. Last one, coming back to downward facing dog. Taking just one breath here. Soften the knees, tilt the tailbone up. And on the next breath, lifting the right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. And then bring the right knee into the chest and place the foot in between the hands. Step the left foot out to the side, 45-degree angle, pressing down through the feet. Breathe in, reach the arms up to the sky for warrior one. Bending down through this right knee, making sure it's not dropping into the center, but it's pressing out to the side. On the next breath, arms come behind, interlace the fingers. Breathing in, pull down, open up through the chest. Breathing out, fold forward. Body comes on the inside of your right knee. And allow your arms to drop down behind you. Firm with your feet. And then pressing into your feet to breathe in. Release the hands down to the mat. And then raise yourself all the way up. Take your arms to your hips, straighten the legs. Bring the left foot in just a little bit closer, but your feet are still on two separate train tracks. Lifting up to the chest and then breathing out. Folding forward. Keep the shoulders and the elbows back. Lifting up to the front side of the body. Make sure you've got your right hip pressing back and your left hip pressing forward so they're square. Hands can come down to the mat if they can reach. And then on the next breath, bend the knee, bring the hands down, step back, plank. Lower the knees down, and then lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Elbows stay close to your body. Go nice and slow. Untuck the toes. Press the tops of the feet down. Breathe and roll the shoulders back. Lift up into baby cobra or cobra, putting more weight into your hands if you feel ready. And then breathing out, pushing back into downward facing dog. On the next breath, left leg raises up to the sky, three-legged dog. Bring the knee into the chest and place the foot in between the hands. Step the right foot out, 45-degree angle. Breathe in, reach the arms up to the sky, warrior one. Bending down through that front leg. Bring the arms behind, breathing in. Pull the hands down, lift the chest up. And then breathing out, folding forward. Body comes to the inside of your left knee, and then arms drop down behind. And then releasing the hands down to the mat. Breathe in, circle them all the way back up. Bring your hands to your hips, straighten the legs, and then bring the right foot a little bit closer. Open to the chest, lift up, and then breathing out. Micro bend of this front leg, and then folding forward. Nice flat back. See if you can tilt your sit bones to the back of the mat. Bring the hands down if it feels comfortable there. And then bending through the front leg, step the hands down and back into plank. Lower the knees, and then lower all the way down to the mat. Breathing in, untuck the toes, rolling the shoulders back. Baby cobra or cobra. And then breathing out, forehead down. Pressing all the way back, downward facing dog. One breath here. And on the next breath, bending the knees, looking towards your hands. Either a step or a little hop with the feet to the top of the mat. And then sitting all the way down. Straighten out your legs in front. And then walk your hands back behind you onto your elbows. Take your right leg over the left leg. Shift your hips back. And you might just need to shift this left elbow back a little bit more. Bend the left leg and grab onto the foot, finding this pose called cat pulling its tail. It's a bit of a funny name, but if you can imagine cats, they get themselves into all sorts of weird
bendy position, so see if you can channel that energy. You should feel this in the right hip and also in the left quad. On the next breath, releasing the foot, coming back to the center, bring the elbows behind, feet together, breathe and lift the chest up to the sky, letting your head go back, gazing up to the sky. And then breathing out, coming back, crossing the left leg over, shifting the hips back, taking this right elbow out to the side a little bit, and then bending this right leg, grab onto the foot. Make sure you're pressing the floor away with this right arm so you're not sinking down. And if you want to feel more into the bottom leg, just pull the right leg a little bit further back and the foot closer to your hips. Just another breath here. And then releasing the foot, coming back to the center, and then lying onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a big hug, rocking side to side. And then happy baby, soles of the feet up to the sky, grab onto the outside edges of the feet, and let the knees draw into your armpits. Stay in stillness or rock from side to side. Pressing your sacrum down into the mat. Try not to curl the lower back up. And then releasing the legs out long to the outside edges of your mat, arms to either side with the palms facing up, micro tuck of your chin, and sinking the entire back side of your body down into the earth. Soften through your belly and your chest and your hands. Just taking one deep breath in here and out through your mouth. Letting go of all that tension that's still residing in your body. I will leave you here today. I hope you enjoyed this flow, and I'll see you back here on the mat tomorrow. Namaste.